I'm a German ancestry and from a youngest son of a military career officer. So there's the street tough guy part of me and the hierarchy part of me, and then there's the gentle pastor part of me. I'm the pastor here at the Congregational Church of Patchogue. Entered seminary basically thinking I wanted to be a preacher and a teacher. I began a ministry here called The Least of These, with people who are suffering from economic poverty or spiritual poverty. We did a bicycle giveaway with the Workers Without Wheel program a year ago. The bicycles are a way to help people, but it's also a way to have people come together. One of my very first observations here was the tremendous number of Latinos, which didn't surprise me. And what was going on here is the same thing that's going on all over America, radically changing demographics. People were either trying to ignore it or oppose it. It's like the emperor's new clothes. Nobody wanted to admit that something really radically different was going on. So I went around trying to get the community to rally around doing some inter-ethnic type of stuff. There was a lot of resistance to me doing that until the killing of Marcelo Lucero. That was the unavoidable tragedy. The community was radically unprepared. Bang! Marcelo Lucero's dead. And then, uh-oh, the whole thing has exploded in our face. There was no eventually. It was immediate and it was now. We've got a dead man on the street and we look bad, underprepared. I believe unnecessarily underprepared. Patchogue bottomed out. This church did what many did not and would not. We hosted the funeral of Marcelo Lucero. Instead of closing our doors against tragedy and trying to hide from the pain, we will throw our doors wide open and invite anybody and everybody who wants to come in here and say, okay, let's be in relationship with this community. Since then, we've done many, countless programs. In the soup kitchen, we give away meals. In the food pantry, we give away food. And then at one point, I thought about giving away bicycles.
The winter was hard. The winter was like crazy, without a bike, without any transportation. And I don't have $1.50 each time to go back and forth from here to Bellport. And sometimes, you know, it's hard getting back on Sunday. Nothing's running on Sunday. I'm dying here.
This year, we've taken it up a notch, which is give someone a bike, some transportation, teach them how to repair these bikes. You're not only giving them a bike, but you're giving them a skill.
Okay, there's going to be a small hex wrench in there, or actually it looks like a Phillips. You want to loosen that up.
We will give them a training stipend, which is $10 an hour. They will have a skill that they can use, and they're proud.
It makes me feel very good about myself, and you know, to know that I can give back something to the community, you know.
The best part is, will relationships evolve out of this?
We share everything here. If I don't know how to do, they help. So we're working like a brothers here. We're sharing everything, the friendship. I have people from different countries, as you said, but we are like a family here. We are working together.
Those relationships are what I'm trying to establish, because that's, for me, that's ultimately what it's about. Here are a group of people that we're trying to train to help them to help themselves.
Screw up the spokes a little bit here. And because you got good light on this side here, we're just kind of using that brake pad.
We can help each other in the transformation and the rebirth of a community. And that's what I think is happening in Patchogue, and that is clearly what I think is being modeled in this church. Workers Without Wheels is saying, you come in here, and maybe we're training you about bicycles, but you might be training us about how to treat each other decently. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And that kind of generosity that you model for other people will come right back at you. Life is good.